Your life as an FBI negotiator. The phone rings. It's 2:17 in the morning. A father has locked himself inside his house. He's armed. His 6-year-old daughter is still inside. SWAT is already in position. Snipers are watching every window. One wrong decision could end 3 lives before sunrise. Everyone is waiting for someone to speak. That someone is you. This is what it feels like to be an FBI negotiator. You didn't become a negotiator overnight. First, you became an FBI special agent. 20 weeks at Quantico. Long runs before sunrise. Hours on the firing range. Federal law, behavioral science, investigations. Most agents learn how to stop criminals. You learn something different. How to stop people from making the worst decision of their lives. Years later, you volunteer for the crisis negotiation team. The instructors tell you something you'll never forget. The person who talks the most usually loses. You spend weeks learning to listen, not just to words, to breathing, to silence, to fear hiding between sentences. You discover that every conversation has a rhythm. If you can control the rhythm, sometimes you can save a life. Your first call lasts 9 hours. A desperate man is standing on the edge of a bridge. Hundreds of people are watching below. News helicopters circle overhead. The whole city wants an ending. You want one thing: more time. You don't argue. You don't threaten. You ask about his dog, his favorite fishing spot, the scar on his hand. Little by little, his voice changes. The anger fades. The silence becomes conversation. At sunrise, he steps away from the edge. Nobody applauds. The cameras leave. You drive home exhausted. Nobody outside your team will ever know what happened. Months become years. The calls never stop. Bank robberies, kidnappings, barricaded suspects, parents threatening to hurt themselves in front of their children. Every situation is different. Every person believes they have no way out. Your job is to help them find one. You learn that fear sounds different for everyone. Some people scream, some whisper, some never speak at all. One Christmas Eve, a former soldier locks himself inside a warehouse. He says he's tired. He says nobody would miss him. Outside, snow begins to fall. Your coffee has gone cold hours ago. Your team rotates in and out. You stay, hour after hour. You don't promise everything will be okay, because sometimes it won't. Instead, you promise to stay on the phone. Sometimes that's enough. After 14 hours, the warehouse door opens. He walks outside with empty hands. Years later, he sends you a Christmas card. No return address, just 4 words. Thank you for listening. You keep it in your desk, not because you saved someone, because someone chose to live, eventually. You become the senior negotiator. Now the room looks at you. SWAT commanders, tactical teams, psychologists, command staff. Everyone wants answers. Should they wait? Should they move? Should they breach? Every second feels expensive. You know something they don't. Time is usually your greatest weapon. Most hostage situations don't end with gunfire. They end with exhaustion. Emotion burns hot. Then it burns out. Your job is to keep everyone alive long enough for that moment to arrive. Sometimes it doesn't. You still remember every voice you couldn't bring home. Years pass. Your hair turns gray. The phone still rings in the middle of the night. Families hug each other because conversations you had will never appear in the news. People remember dramatic raids. They remember explosions. They remember arrests. They almost never remember the quiet voice that stopped those things from happening. You do. Because you've learned the greatest victory isn't catching the bad guy. It isn't making headlines. It isn't being called a hero. The greatest victory is hearing someone put the weapon down before anyone has to pull the trigger. You hang up the phone. The sun begins to rise. Another family gets to eat breakfast together. Because today, words were stronger than bullets.